everyone, my name is Vonita Mardianti. In here, I will tell stories about Andi Andi Lumut. Okay, let's start. A long time ago, there were two large kingdoms in the East Java region, named the Kingdom of Jenggala and the Kingdom of Kediri. The Kingdom of Jenggala was led by Raja Jayanegara, and the Kingdom of Kediri was led by Raja Jayangrana. To unite the two countries and avoid war, the two kingdoms established a marriage bond between Panji Asmorobangun, son of King of Jenggala, and Dewi Skartaji, the daughter of the King of Kediri. One day, the Jenggala kingdom was attacked by an enemy. During the battle, Dewi Skartaji fled from the palace. She disguised herself as a village girl and lived with a widow with three daughters, named Klenting Abang, Klenting Ijo, and Klenting Biru. Dewi Skartaji was adopted as a child of this family and given the name Klenting Kuning. But Klenting Kuning was not treated well. Every day, she was told to do housework, such as washing, cooking, and cleaning the house. Her three stepsisters were very lazy, and they usually just taught her to do their chores. Klenting Kuning, wash my clothes, wash my scarf too. Okay, sister, Klenting Kuning said. Eventually, the Jenggala kingdom was saved. Panji Asmorobangun had succeeded in defeating his enemy who attacked him. But he was sad because Dewi Skartaji had left the palace. He was determined to look for her. He took Guard to find the whereabouts of Dewi Skartaji. After a while, a bodyguard reported that he had met a girl who looked like Dewi Skartaji. Panji Asmorobangun went to Dadapan village. This village was located next to the village where Klenting Kuning lived. He lived in Mbok Rondo house, became Mbok Rondo adopted child, and disguised himself as Andi Andi Lumut, who was looking for a wife. News about Andi Andi Lumut looking for a wife spread around the town, and Klenting Abang, Klenting Ijo, and Klenting Biru dressed beautifully as they could to propose to Andi Andi Lumut. They didn't forget to wear good clothes. Hey, Klenting Kuning, you don't have to come with us. Just stay at home, go to the river, and wash all the dirty clothes, commanded Klenting Biru. They departed, and Klenting Kuning went to the river to wash the dirty clothes right away. Suddenly, a crane came and gave her whip. Go and propose to Andi Andi Lumut, so you can meet Panji Asmorobangun and bring this whip, sighed the crane. Klenting Kuning then rushed to Dadapan village. Meanwhile, her mother and three adoptive sisters arrived at the riverside. They were confused. The none of the boats were visible and there were no bridges. So, how could they cross the river? The river was fast, deep, and swift. Suddenly, a giant crab named Yuyu Kangkang appeared. The crab offered to cross the river on the condition they had to kiss to the crab. They agreed to that condition. One by one, they climbed onto Yuyu Kangkang back to cross the river. Moments later, Klenting Kuning arrived at the riverside. She also met Yuyu Kangkang. Yuyu Kangkang offered to help her cross the river with the same condition, that she must kiss him. Klenting Kuning rejected the requirement and forced Yuyu Kangkang to help her. Without his condition met, Yuyu Kangkang did not want to help Klenting Kuning. Klenting Kuning lost her patience. He pulled out the whip from the crane and struck the river. Immediately, the river water receded. Yuyu Kangkang was scared. Finally, he agreed to help Klenting Kuning cross the river. Klenting Kuning immediately went up on to Yuyu Kangkang back and go to the other side of the river. Her mother and three stepsisters arrived first at Mbok Rondo house. One by one, Kelenting Abang, Kelenting Ijo, Kelenting Biru shown beauty to Andi-Andi Lumut. However, none of them was cushioned because they had kissed Yuyu Kangkang. A few moments later, Kelenting Kuning arrived at Mbok Rondo house. Andi-Andi Lumut chose Kelenting Kuning as his wife because he knew that Kelenting Kuning was Dewi Sekartaji, and she was the only woman who had not kissed Yuyu Kangkang. Andi-Andi Lumut revealed his disgust. He told everyone that he was Panji Asmorobangun. Finally, Panji Asmorobangun and Dewi Sekartaji were reunited and they invited Mbok Rondo to stay in the palace as a thank you. In the end, they lived happily ever after. Okay, thank you.